Hey, kings and queens. So, what does it mean when a man says, I love you, but I'm not in love with you? What does that mean? I'm going to ask that question. Stay tuned in, everybody. Hi, sir. Now, I'm doing a survey on my YouTube channel. What does it mean for a man to say, I love you, but I'm not in love with you?
Whoa, I was expecting that one.
Oh, wow. Had to go.
Exact.
Out the door.
You can say I love you, as in you have the feelings of compassion and love. Like, I love my parents, I love my siblings, but if you're with like a significant other, you're not in love with them, meaning you don't really see where you guys can move together and grow together.
When a man says, I love you, but I'm not in love with you, what does that mean?
I care for you. It's going to take time to build that up, for me to be in love with you. First of all, we got to get to know each other. Thinking about being in a relationship, it's communication. If you have effective communication, with time, the love won't come into play.
Can't really speak for those type of people because, like, if a guy says that, he just probably only saying it to get like certain benefits from a woman instead of actually being like genuinely like in love with them.
And he doesn't love you in love with you to be your woman because he loves you as a person. Being in love is meaning that you're willing to give all, do all for that person that you were with. Love is just not a word.
When a man says, I love you, but I'm not in love with you.
He means that he loves you as a person, maybe respects you, but he just doesn't have feelings for you intimately. That's how I take it.
What about you, sir?
I feel the same way. You can love a person for who they are, for their existence and all of that. But you don't love them enough to be sexual. You don't love them enough to be intimate or have that intimate tie with them like you would somebody else.
What does it mean when a man says, I love you, but I'm not in love with you?
That he don't want to be with you.
I was going to say yes. Yeah, clearly he don't want to be with you.
Nah, he don't want to be with you. It's a wrap. That's a done
That's
deal.
it. Call it
So
quits.
when somebody say they love you, they're not gonna say I'm not in love with you behind it. When they love you, they either love you at 1,000% or they don't.
When a man says, I love you, but I'm not in love with you, what does that mean?
It means he's intimately is not in love with you. You love her as a friend more, and you don't see nothing more than that.
So,
I haven't been in love yet. So when I'm saying I have love for somebody means like I do care about that person more than I care about any average person. I don't love you in an aspect where I can see myself with you for the long run.
But,
okay.
if it's permissible for a guy, all things is possible. It all depends on circumstances and situations that come about. If it's a probable cause, yeah, I understand that.
Like when someone's in love with you, they'll actually show it. Like some people, they just say it.
I feel like when you're in love with someone, you want to be with them. I feel like you love your friends.
Oh,
When
okay.
you're in love with the person you're with. It's levels. It's like I can love you, but like not like that.
You can love someone without being in love with them. Like I love my sister, I love my mother, I love my friends, but I'm not in love with them. So I don't have an intimate connection with them. I may not be attracted to them sexually like that. That's how I take it.
What about married people that say that to you? I love my wife, but I'm not in love with my wife.
Well, that's because something has grown in between them over the years. That's what's happened. You can still love and respect somebody, but you've lost that type of love that would keep you together intimate.
I wouldn't be with a man who's not in love with me anymore.
Right.
That means, there's no feelings there.
Right.
Just basically got love for you. He care for you, but he's just not intimately in love with you.
Wow.
We cool, we good, but you not my future, you're not my forever.
A married couple, when it happens when you're married, and I hear couples when they're married say, I love her, but I'm not in love with her.
Something happens, that means that it's about to be a divorce. It's a done deal. Feelings change. Something has changed to make that love that you had, that you thought was forever, no longer be forever.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to show it, There's different ways of showing it, You can say it, but then showing it means, totally different things. So if you don't show it, of course she's not going to feel as if you love her if you're not showing it. So she's going to take her best to get out of there, regardless of who she's dealing with, how long she been there.
So what I've got from the interviews that I've done is that sometimes people can fall out of love with each other. If a man tells you he loves you, just don't assume that he's in love with you. I think it's important if you're in a relationship to ask that question to your mate. Do you love me? And if he says he loves you, are you in love with me? And that's where the conversation can come in. You guys can talk about where did he fall or she fall out of love with each other, vice versa. Sometimes that can happen where people fall out of love with each other and they've been together for many years. Too many times we just assume that because he's my husband, because I've been with this person for a long time, he's in love with me. He does this, that, but he loves me. He's truly in love with me. He may love you, but he may not be in love with you. And the only way you would know that is if you had that conversation.